Absolutely. Another one here, Jim, from Porfirio Cantu Jr. Ask him how hard it was to break the glass ceiling at WWF while he was there. Was it impossible, and how much was politics? I'm sure you can go into a bit more depth there on the politics side.
Well, there was 60 guys in the WWE at this time, and all the Vince had sucked all the talent out from everybody. Texas, AWA, Florida, Georgia, Canada. I mean, he had it all, and Vince was. He didn't want to follow the old format of pro wrestling. He didn't want to go from match to match to match to crescendo to build the houses up because, he had all these towns, I mean, he had, 3 towns a night, for the whole year. So he never went to a match and then had a finish of a match. I hope you can't hear my cat, but that's Bruce in the background.
I could hear
That's my son's cat, and his name is Bruce, and he can play the guitar. So, getting back, it was just a lot harder in the AW or in the WWE because unless Vince really took a liking to you, you struggled. We were more or less promised the belts a couple different times. And it never happened. We had great matches with a lot of guys. We had great matches with the Harts, the Rougeaus, you name it. And it never happened. So it was a little discouraging for Brian and I. And consequently, it was time to clean house. I believe it was in 1988 or 89. So Brian just says, well, I'm leaving. So he went back and he, had he owned 3 Gold's gyms in Tampa, Florida. So he was set. But I had my own business in my hometown of White Bear Lake, Minnesota, Stu. It was called Jumpin' Jim Brunzell's Gym. So I had a 5,000 square foot, building, and I had, 550 members, and I needed added money to keep that thing going. So I had to stay at the WWE, which, was not very good for me because Vince took advantage of me, and, I let him do it, but I needed the money. So I think I wound up there. My last match was in 93 or 94. So, and I'll never forget what he said to me. He said, Jim, he says, no matter what you do, you're going to be a success.